To help us analyze Egypt's participation in the BRICS summit, we're joined by economic expert Walid Gaballa. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Have a good day. Sir, could you tell us firstly about the significance that Egypt's first participation in BRICS summit is, and as a member, hold for its international standing? What does this mean for Egypt's international standing in general?
Definitely, it's a very important participation after almost 9 months of Egypt's joining the BRICS. These months witnessed an increasing growth of trade exchange and cooperation between Egypt and the member states of the BRICS. The exchange of trade between Egypt and BRICS member states grew with 15% in the first 8 months of this year, 2024, to reach almost $30.2 billion. The Egyptian exports to the BRICS member states in the same 8 months to reach $5.7 billion, with an increase of almost 7.3% comparing to last year. Egypt is looking forward to further cooperation with BRICS member states. The BRICS member states represent 45% of the global population and a good percentage of the global GDP. So Egypt is looking forward to build upon what have been achieved between it and the different BRICS member states. Egypt has good relations, bilateral relations with most of the member states, most importantly China, India, Russia and Brazil. Egypt wants to build upon what has been achieved either in the field of increasing the trade exchange between Egypt and the member states, or in the field of attracting further investments, given the context of Egypt's enhancement of the economy competitiveness to attract foreign investments.
So, sir, since you spoke about the idea of economic gains and access to various markets, what specific economic gains does Egypt aspire to achieve through its membership in BRICS?
BRICS is a block of principles in the first place. It's based on the multipolarism and the trade exchange in local currencies and the convey of technology and investments in local currencies as well. Hence, Egypt is looking forward for further cooperation in order to get low-cost funding and attract investments in several sectors, because Egypt is ready to receive them. The President's speech delivered in the opening session of this forum focused on transforming the principles into real projects. As His Excellency the President mentioned in his speech, that there are many sectors in the Egyptian economy that is looking forward to polarize capitals and technology, including the ICT sector and the manufacturing sector. He also talked about many incentives provided by Egypt. Thus, Egypt, through this forum, is aspiring for the activation of BRICS principles and turn them into real existing projects, because Egypt has an investment map and projects. Through this forum, there could be a role for the different commercial chambers of BRICS member states that may play an effective role in increasing the investments that Egypt needs in the upcoming period. Egypt applies a document for the state ownership and is looking forward to provide percentage of the profitable companies, either for local investment or foreign investment. So promoting for these offerings and promoting for the idea that Egypt is ready to receive investments and presenting Egypt's investment opportunities is a very important thing. I believe that this will be highly accepted and there will be positive results that are reflected on the citizens in the form of new job opportunities and an increase in the industrial results that will limit the imports.
Sir, talking about the benefits in general, how can Egypt benefit from the discussion surrounding the de-dollarization and using local currencies between the member states to do business?
Egypt has an experience in this field because Egypt agreed with China on the currency exchange in the past. Egypt had a trade exchange with the Soviet Union, the former Soviet Union, in a manner of cooperation that is similar to this. So it supports Russia to have mechanisms for trade exchange that are away from the use of dollar until they reach an end goal, which is a unified currency between the member states of BRICS. I believe that these discussions will result in creating a new framework or a certain mechanism for trade exchange that would include technology related to clearance and exchange and the flexible evaluation of currencies between the member states, which will help massively not only in the use of local currencies but also that the use of the local currencies would be the mechanism through which the trade exchange opportunities between the states are enhanced and increased, which will open the door for increasing the Egyptian exports to the BRICS member states. And it will also increase the opportunities for Egyptian imports with less cost comparing to the other member states.
So how could Egypt's BRICS membership attract foreign direct investment from BRICS countries?
Of course, the Egyptian economy, with the continuous reform processes, is a successful economy in attracting investments, either the development investment or the investment in the governmental debts. Egypt is a member in the new development bank affiliated to BRICS. Egypt is highly interacting with BRICS mechanisms regarding the reserve and cooperation platform in the energy research. Egypt is able to be a center, a regional center for new and renewable energy. Indeed, many agreements and protocols have been signed since COP27 was convened in Egypt. So, participation and interaction, this summit will definitely have an effect in reality.
So, sir, you had mentioned earlier the idea of various sectors in Egypt and around these BRICS countries in general that they may focus on, specifically the tech sector. In what ways might Egypt's participation in BRICS help boost its technological advancement?
Technology sector in Egypt is a successful sector. Its success started massively after the COVID crisis because there was no problem in handling and using technology to work remotely and to study remotely also. There is a strong infrastructure for this purpose. There are also Egyptian human calibers of high quality and experience, which makes Egypt able to move forward and increase growth rates in this sector. Egypt needs continuous development in this sector because it's continuously changing. And Egypt is in need for technological cooperation and attracting more FDIs in this sector. I believe that the Egyptian reality is ready to receive more investments in this sector.
Okay, that was economic expert Walid Gabala. Thank you for joining us here on Q.